Dal puri, a roti lovingly and expertly filled with ground and well-seasoned split peas, served with delightful curries and stews. It appears to require a lot of work, but if you prepare the filling in advance, it's not more difficult than paratha. Today I'm here to dispel any doubts about your ability to make dal puri at home. All you need are a few simple ingredients and a barrel of patience. Fill a pot with water and place it over high heat. Then add the washed split peas. Add the turmeric powder, what we call saffron in Trinidad, the salt, and give it a stir. To test if it's ready, I usually do the spoon test. It should be a powdery, smooth texture with no uncooked grains. Once it's cooked, strain it and allow it to completely cool and air dry. If it's hot and wet when you're grinding it, it will result in an unmanageable paste. Food mills like this one were traditionally used, but nowadays technology has afforded us other options that are convenient and time-saving. You decide which one works for you and go with it. Now I'll demonstrate the use of the food processor, which I use at home. First you add the garlic, pepper and bandhania and mince it until it's fine. And because it's not fine enough at this point, I am forced to add the boiled split peas, which will turn into a paste, but I'll show you how to save this. Add about 4 pot spoons of the dal, no more, so that it will be manageable. Once you see it start turning into a paste, start pulsing and continue to pulse until there are no more grains. Completely clean the bowl and then add another 4 pot spoons of split peas. Grind until there are no more grains. Repeat about 2 more times with the remaining split peas. This is the result with the food processor. And this is your result with the food mill. Very similar. To give it more flavor, let's add some salt, roasted ground cumin, also called the jeera, and mix it thoroughly. This can also be done in the next step. In a medium heavy bottomed pot, add about 3 tablespoons of oil and add your ground dal or split peas. Mix it well to combine. What we're trying to do here is number 1, to develop the flavor, and number 2, to allow any excess liquid or water to evaporate so that it will become a more powdery texture. Stay with me, my friends, we're halfway there. It's time to knead the flour. The ingredients and technique are almost the same as the paratha because I find it produces the best results. The only difference is the water. For the paratha, you need a very sticky dough for the dal puri is somewhere between the sada roti dough and the paratha dough. Not as sticky and not as firm as the sada roti. Pour about a tablespoon of oil and just knead it quickly to coat. If you wish to get technical or you have a horrible sense of average, you can weigh the dough and then divide the number by 8 to give you an idea of how much each piece should weigh. I usually divide my dough into 4 and then divide each piece into 2. 4 cups of flour will yield 8 dal puris, mainly because my tawa is 10 inches wide. Let's see this again, folks. First, stretch the dough into a 4-inch round, dust with flour, place it on the palm of your hand, fill it with about 2 tablespoons of the filling, pressing it down with a spoon, fold the dough up towards the top, squeezing and rotating the dough to seal it at the top by pinching. Roll it in the palm of your hands to create a nice round ball. Add a little flour to the seal and then evenly distribute the filling towards the edges. Now let me show you this important technique in slow motion. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. While your tower is heating over medium heat, dust the counter and rolling pin with flour. Take one of the layers, gently flatten it with your fingers, starting from the center of the dough, roll out, pushing outwards then down, turning 90 degrees angle several times, and flipping and repeating until it is a flat, even circle, and ensuring that the edges are also even. If you're just starting to learn how to make dal puri, I suggest that you do not roll it out too thin, which can cause breakage and seepage of the filling. And keep it well floured at all times. Pick up the dough and gently place it on the tower by flipping and rotating your wrist. Allow it to cook for about 15-20 seconds, brush with oil, and immediately flip. Brush again with oil and allow it to cook for another 20 seconds. Then flip and cook for another 30 seconds, pressing the edges to ensure that they are evenly cooked. You may continue to cook until your dal puri has nice, lovely golden brown spots and it has swollen. In many cases it does swell and the edges are cooked.